Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aisyah. In this occasion, we will talk about the opinion that online learning is more effective than classroom learning. As we know today, due to the impact of corona pandemic, all activities being at home, including teaching and learning activities on campus, the learning system becomes to online learning. Many students in the world, especially in Indonesia, certainly feel the online learning system. And what do you think? Are you students? Do you like it? Is online learning is more effective than classroom learning? For myself, as a student college, I agree with the statement online learning is more effective than classroom learning. Why do I think like that? Yeah, first, we should know what is the definition of online learning and classroom learning. And in what extent online learning is said to be more effective than classroom learning. In addition, we should know which country that have used online learning long before the corona pandemic comes. And the last, we should know the advantage of online learning. Okay, so first, talking about the definition about online learning and classroom learning. Classroom learning is unconventional learning in a classroom, which face-to-face and directly learning. And talking about online learning, many people associate it with e-learning. What do you think? Are online learning and e-learning the same things? Yeah, we often hear that online learning and e-learning are the same things, but actually they have a little difference. The difference is e-learning or electronic learnings means learn with via electronic devices, and online learning means when we are learning, we are online using an internet. And online learning is a part of e-learning. Online learning can also refer to distance learning system, which in Indonesia can say as sistem belajar jarak jauh, which implement on universitas terbuka. And then we should know in what extent online learning is said to be more effective than classroom learning. This is very important because I agree with the statement because of these terms and conditions. First, online learning will be more effective if done with adequate internet access and good condition and situation. Because we can imagine if the internet access is not stable and the learn space, such as home, is not conducive or support us, then online learning will not run well and of course will not comfortable for us. And then the second, online learning will be more effective if the material learnings is only talk about theoretical. Yeah, we can imagine if the material learning is talking about experiment, we will difficult to do the experiment. And then, what country that have used the online learning system? The country that have used the online learning system are German, US, China, and Australia. The country that I mentioned are the country that have the best quality level of education. And then the last, we'll talk about the advantage of online learning system. There is 3 main points for the advantage of online learning system. First, this thing is related to the problem that we face today. Online learning is to be a solution and alternative to keep learn activities in the situation, because with online learning we can still learning and keep implement social distancing and avoiding people to gathering in one place, so we can prevent the spread of the virus. And then the second is uh, environmentally friendly. With online learning, we don't need to go to classroom or study room, so um, uh, so we can reduce the use of fossil fuel transportation, and the air becomes too pollution free. And then the third, easy to document it. With online learning, uh, we can even easily record a video or audio when lectures explain, so that afterwards we can play back lectures explanation and study it again later. And last, I think there are still many other reasons why online learning is more effective than classroom learning. But remember that in Indonesia, we have only started learning using online learning due to the corona pandemic, and we can see many problems up. Many rural areas must stop learning activities because they have not internet access, and this is make us realize that Indonesia is not ready to use online learning system. So I suggest the government of Indonesia to prepare more for the implementation of online learning. That's all. I'm sorry for any mistakes. And akhirul kalam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.